What's up, everybody? Jed Johnson from dieselcrew.com. Of course, you know they call me Napalm. And I have had an amazing day so far. What a lot of people don't know is I have a little side gig that I do, and it's called being a wellness coach at a local insurance company. And I sit down with employees and ask them a few questions, kind of tally up some points that will go towards like a scorecard for them. And then we get into personal stuff. And this week, I had 3 of the most rewarding, beneficial, and I'm not sure how to describe these conversations, but it was like I finally, they were some of the best conversations I've ever had, and I've been doing this for 4 years, 4 solid years. And I just saw something on Facebook from a friend, and he said, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, it's right here. It's almost Christmas, and I've never felt less Christmassy in my life. So today's video, what if I don't feel Christmassy? I might have spelled Christmassy. I don't care. So because I'm on such a roll, I wanted to shoot this video today. I looked some stuff up, and this is the response that I wrote to my friend. It's okay, bro. You don't need to feel Christmassy. Feel how you need to feel and work towards feeling how you want to feel, regardless of what day of the week it is or what time of year it is. The calendar doesn't control your thoughts and feelings. You do. So, Christmas can be a really awesome time of year, or it can really, really suck. Christmas can change from one year to the next. I swear for me, for the last 5 years, probably longer, Christmas has changed every single year. My 2022 Christmas was unbelievable. My 2023 Christmas, you would not believe how much it changed. And this year, zero comparison to either one of them. And that's because circumstances in my life changed. Now, this person that I was responding to, I don't know what he's got going on exactly, but I can pretty much pick up on the fact that some circumstances in his life have changed. And when circumstances in your life change, the way you feel changes. And it's pretty freaking hard to feel like it's Christmas when your feelings are so riddled with pain, maybe guilt. There's change in your life. So when you're dealing with all that turmoil, how in the hell are you going to feel the exact same at Christmas as you would the Christmas before or 2 Christmases before, when all that other shit that's in your life now didn't exist? So when it comes to this time of year, if you don't feel the same way that you did in years past, it's okay. You don't have to. You're dealing with shit. You're trying just to get through one day, let alone get through an entire Christmas season. So, speaking to a few people, let's face it, not a lot of people watch these videos. That's okay. But maybe there's one person that's going to watch that needs to hear this. We go through shit, and we got to get through that shit. Eventually, once you get through that shit, Christmas is going to roll around. And I'm going to be willing to bet that every Christmas that rolls around, you're going to feel a little bit different. Sometimes you're going to feel like champion of the world. Sometimes you're going to feel like you're in the loser's bracket. And that's just the way it is. And that's okay. It's okay to feel exactly how you feel. Now, if you are feeling very bad, maybe depressed, loss of hope, things along those lines, I encourage you to get some kind of therapy. There's all kinds of services that are provided, both in your town, even virtually, that you can take advantage of in order to talk through your feelings, go through the process, and work on mending whatever it is that's broken in your life right now. And there's nothing wrong with having things in your life that are broken right now. So you need to take the time that you need in order to fix yourself when you're broken. And Band-Aids aren't going to cut it. You need stitches. You need surgery. And that's all there is to it. Now, I knew what I kind of wanted to say, and I pretty much said it. But I also went through and I took some notes of what was online. Because one thing about Christmas that I know is, for a lot of us, it's happening during the winter when it's cold and it gets fucking dark at 4:30. That sucks. So there's something called seasonal affective disorder, and this is a total copy and paste off Google. It's a mood disorder characterized by depression that occurs at the same time every year, and we're at that time right now. Seasonal affective disorder occurs in climates where there is less sunlight at certain times of year. And up here in Pennsylvania, that's exactly what's going on. It's dark at like 4:30, and in the summer, it doesn't get dark until like 8:30, 9 o'clock. So you're losing 4 hours of daylight, and that sucks, and it hits you harder. This is real. Symptoms include fatigue, depression, hopelessness, and social withdrawal. So you feel tired, you feel depressed, you feel hopeless because there ain't nothing you can do about the time schedule and what the sun's going to be doing, and you don't feel like interacting with people. And there's nothing wrong with any of this stuff. Nothing wrong at all. Treatment includes light therapy, also called phototherapy, and I got to tell you, I don't know what that is. Talk therapy, which is where you sit down and talk with a therapist, and medications, which, if you want to go that route, go ahead, but I don't think it's necessary. I can't say I've ever experienced seasonal affective disorder. And I think it's because I don't spend a lot of time outside. Like, I'm inside all the time. And that's because my life revolves around a computer and lifting. So anytime, it becomes this part of the season, I just try to make sure I hit all my workouts and I'm good. I get my adrenaline, I get my hormones and all this stuff, and I don't have to deal with that shit. But where I get it is I will train for weeks or months for a contest, and when that contest is over, I feel slightly depressed because I don't have anything specific to train for after that contest. So I have to be really careful that I don't go into mini depression, or I don't start feeling depressed too awful bad. So that's when I change gears in my training. Maybe I will put more focus on feats of strength or a grip lift that I haven't done in a while, in order to kind of change gears and keep my focus on lifting, and then it doesn't affect me as greatly. But for a while, before I was aware of what was going on, it really hit me hard. And like after a contest, I didn't want to train, and I would miss workouts, and then I'd feel bad about missing workouts, and then I'd think I was worthless for doing that. And it wasn't until I recognized what was going on that I was able to keep that from happening. So I share this because that's the kind of seasonal depression disorder that I used to go through. and I figured out how to fix it. So if you go through seasonal affective disorder in its classic definition, you got to figure out how to fix this. There's a way to address this, and it's probably more complex than just listening to me talk in this video. Another one I asked was, why don't I feel Christmassy? And the answer was, this may be because we feel like we have to hide our feelings or act differently around some people. If you have a mental health or physical health problem, you might feel like you can't join in with Christmas celebrations. So this is stuff that happens, man. It's not just you. It's a lot of people. And when you have memories of Christmas being this fantastic time when you were a kid, or it was a fantastic time when you were with someone that you loved, or it was an amazing time when you were able to provide for your young kids, I think it's easy to think that it should feel that way every single year. But what you have to remember is the situation has changed. Those kids aren't as old as they are, or as they were. They're older and it's different. You might not be with that person anymore. So you have to deal with that situation change. And you're not a kid anymore. And your parents aren't buying you a ton of shit anymore. So that feeling was cool back then. It was awesome. And it can be a great memory, but you're not going to experience it. You're not going to experience Christmas the same way anymore. And you just have to learn how to deal with that. That's all there is to it. Why have I lost my Christmas spirit? It's not uncommon for people to feel that Christmas doesn't feel the same anymore. There can be several reasons for this, including nostalgia, remembering what it was like when you were a kid, or a few years ago when you were with a certain person. Changes in personal circumstances, and increased stress during the holiday season. However, there are ways to reignite the spirit of Christmas and make it feel special again. Stress is huge, guys. You know, having to change your budget around and put money towards gifts, and while also maintaining your mortgage and your bills and paying for gas and groceries, it can be very stressful. Stress is real, and how you react to stress is very real. So I encourage anyone that needs to hear this, if the stress is mounting and it's changing the way you feel, and you're feeling hopeless, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling socially awkward, I encourage you to get some help. Because there's some times in life where you can't win every battle on your own, and you need a tag team partner. So, come on, there were times when Hulk Hogan just couldn't get it done, and he needed Hillbilly Jim. He needed to go into the ring with someone else that he knew had his back. So if this is a time where you need a tag team partner, then you got to go find yourself a good tag team partner. I hope this has helped people out today. I don't always have the greatest advice. I feel like I'm doing pretty good here. To run down a summary, it's a tough time of year, both because of environmental changes that go on with the sunset, and the pressures of the holiday mixed with past memories that you have. But I can tell you, as an adult, Christmas is going to be different maybe every single year. So if this is a time where you need to call your tag team partner so that you can face King Kong Bundy and Big John Studd, so be it. Don't go at it alone. There's certain adversaries and opponents that you're not going to be able to take on and go through your poses at the end of the match without Hillbilly Jim there by your side. Hope this has been helpful. If so, give it one of these. All the best in your training. Be sure to subscribe. If you got questions for the 31 days of Q&A, then leave them in the comment section below. Thanks, and all the best in your training. Take care.